Most people spend their lives trying to get attention. They talk more, they post more, they try harder, and yet they remain invisible. The truth is that the people who are impossible to ignore are usually not the loudest people in the room. They're not begging for attention. They're not chasing validation. They have something far more powerful: presence. Today, you'll learn how to become the kind of person people remember long after you've left the room. 1. Stop chasing attention. The fastest way to become invisible is to constantly seek attention. Think about it. When someone is always trying to impress others, posting for validation, or forcing people to notice them, it creates the opposite effect. People sense desperation, and desperation is never attractive. The people who naturally stand out don't need everyone to like them. They don't change themselves for approval. They understand something most people don't. Attention follows value. When you focus on becoming valuable, attention comes automatically. 2. Speak less, mean more. Most people talk too much. They explain too much. They reveal too much. They fill every silence. Powerful people don't. When they speak, their words carry weight because they don't waste them. Notice how everyone pays attention when the quiet person finally speaks. Why? Because silence creates value. If every word is available for free, nobody cares. But when your words are rare, people listen. Before speaking, ask yourself, does this actually need to be said? If not, stay silent. Your presence will become stronger instantly. 3. Build a life that doesn't need validation. Many people become obsessed with what others think. Every decision is influenced by opinions. Every action is designed to gain approval. But the people who stand out live differently. They have goals. They have standards. They have a purpose beyond impressing others. When someone is genuinely focused on improving their life, people notice. Not because they're trying to get attention, but because they're too busy building something valuable. The world respects people who respect their own path. 4. Become unpredictable. Most people are extremely predictable. They react the same way, think the same way, act the same way. And because of that, nobody remembers them. People remember surprises. When everyone expects you to react emotionally, stay calm. When everyone follows the crowd, think independently. When everyone seeks approval, remain confident in your decisions. Being unpredictable creates curiosity, and curiosity creates attention. 5. Master your appearance. You don't need expensive clothes. You don't need luxury items. But you do need to look like you respect yourself. Good posture, clean clothes, confident body language. These things matter. Before you even speak, people form an opinion about you. Make sure your appearance communicates discipline and self-respect. Because whether you like it or not, presentation affects perception. 6. Learn to walk away. One of the most attractive qualities a person can have is the ability to walk away. Most people cling to situations that don't serve them. Bad friendships, toxic relationships, disrespectful environments. They're afraid of losing people. Strong people aren't. They understand that their self-respect is more valuable than anyone's approval. The moment people realize you're willing to leave what doesn't align with your standards, they begin to respect you more. Not because you're playing games, because you're demonstrating strength. 7. Develop real skills. Nothing grabs attention like competence. You can have confidence. You can have style. You can have charisma. But if you can't actually do anything valuable, people eventually lose interest. Learn skills. Get better at communication. Improve your fitness. Build knowledge. Develop abilities that make you useful. Because confidence without competence is arrogance. But confidence backed by skill is powerful. 8. Control your emotions. Most people are controlled by their emotions. A small insult ruins their day. A setback destroys their motivation. A disagreement turns into drama. The people who stand out remain composed. They don't panic. They don't overreact. They don't lose control. Emotional control is rare, and rare qualities attract attention. When everyone else is losing their mind and you're calm, people naturally notice. 9. Have standards. People who are impossible to ignore don't accept everything. They have standards for their time, standards for their relationships, standards for their behavior. They know what they stand for. And because of that, people know how to treat them. When you accept everything, you become forgettable. When you stand for something, you become memorable. 10. Focus on becoming, not impressing. This is the biggest lesson. Most people spend years trying to look successful. Very few spend years becoming successful. One path creates temporary attention. The other creates lasting respect. Stop trying to impress people. Build yourself. Improve yourself. Challenge yourself. Because the people who are impossible to ignore never make attention their goal. They make growth their goal. And attention becomes the side effect. 11. Stop explaining yourself. Average people constantly explain their decisions. Why they did this. Why they said that. Why they can't come. People who command respect don't feel the need to justify every action. If your decision is reasonable, let stand. The more you over-explain, the less confident you appear. 12. Be comfortable alone. Most people fear being alone. That's why they stay in bad friendships and relationships. A person who enjoys their own company is different. They don't need constant attention. They don't need constant reassurance. And because they don't need people, people naturally value them more. 13. Become extremely good at one thing. The world ignores average. It notices excellence. Find one skill and become exceptional at it. Whether it's fitness, communication, business, content creation, or public speaking. When you're genuinely great at something, people can't help but notice. 14. Never be available all the time. If people can access you anytime, your presence loses value. This doesn't mean playing games. It means having your own life, your own goals, your own priorities. People who are busy building something important naturally become more respected. 15. Keep some things private. In today's world, everyone shares everything. Their plans, their relationships, their next move. Powerful people don't. Mystery creates curiosity. Curiosity creates attention. Not everyone deserves access to your entire life. 16. Have strong eye contact. Most people avoid eye contact because they're nervous. Confident people don't. When speaking to someone, maintain calm eye contact. Not in an aggressive way, in a confident way. This simple habit instantly makes your presence stronger. 17. Never beg for respect. You cannot force people to respect you. You earn it. The moment you start demanding respect, you've already lost. Respect comes from competence, confidence, discipline, and self-respect. Focus on those things. The respect will follow. 18. Learn to stay calm under pressure. Anyone can appear confident when life is easy. The real test comes when things go wrong. Can you stay calm during failure? Can you stay focused during stress? Can you keep moving forward when everyone else quits? People remember those who remain strong when things get difficult. 19. Make your actions louder than your words. Everyone has big dreams. Everyone has big plans. Very few take action. Talk less about what you're going to do. Show people what you've already done. Results speak a language nobody can ignore. 20. Stop seeking validation online. Many people measure their worth through likes, views, and comments. That's dangerous. Your value isn't determined by strangers on the internet. The moment you stop depending on external validation, your confidence becomes real. And real confidence is magnetic. 21. Be hard to forget. People remember emotions more than words. When someone talks to you, make them feel heard. Make them feel understood. Make them feel respected. Years later, they may forget what you said, but they'll remember how you made them feel. 22. Master self-control. Anyone can follow impulses. Few can control them. Self-control is one of the rarest qualities today. Control your anger. Control your laziness. Control your urges. The person who can control themselves becomes dangerous in the best possible way. 23. Create a powerful presence. Walk slower. Speak clearly. Avoid nervous movements. Don't constantly check your phone. Don't seek attention. Act like you belong wherever you are. Presence is not something you say. It's something people feel. 24. Become a person with standards. When you tolerate disrespect, people learn how to treat you. When you tolerate mediocrity, your life becomes mediocre. Set standards for your habits, for your friendships, for your future. Standards separate memorable people from forgettable people. 25. Build yourself until they can't ignore you. Most people want attention before they've earned it. Don't focus on being noticed. Focus on becoming exceptional. Read more, train harder, work smarter, learn faster. Because eventually there comes a point where your growth becomes impossible to ignore. One day you'll realize something. The people you admire never became unforgettable by chasing attention. They became unforgettable by chasing excellence. While everyone else was busy trying to be seen, they were busy becoming someone worth seeing. So stop asking, how do I make people notice me? Start asking, who do I need to become so people can't help but notice? That's where everything changes.